How's it going, YouTube? Got a little little ramble to go on today. Uh, about the uncertainties of life, um, the non-guarantees, and what is bred from those kind of things. Um, I've seen videos, I've seen people talk about, like the greater need for play in society for like Gen Z and whatever, because I don't know, it did seem like on the internet for a while a lot of stuff was just about how to get ahead, how to be better, how to optimize everything in your life. And if you've ever tried to follow any of that advice, it's just very like it it's it puts everything like on you, and it kind of negates all the facts that I don't know if you could say these are facts, but it just seems like there is a lack of opportunity for most people. I think that's fair to say. And I'm speaking mostly about like jobs and stuff. And I was talking to my girlfriend about this. I was like, it just seems like, like trying to get from one place to another. It's just like there's not like a lot of opportunity to find anything. And she said, yeah, and it seems like there's not a lot of hope either. It seems like there's not a lot of hope that things are gonna get better. And it's just nuts. It's like everything's just fucking expensive. It's just hard as fuck to find a job. And if you find a job, it's like, it just feels like you kind of gotta stay there, because it's just like, it's not easy. It's really not easy to hop from one thing to another. And I mean, I'll be honest, I'm like early 20s, but like closer to mid 20s, and it's like I still live with my parents. I'm not done with college. And it's not bad. And that's kind of like what I'm gonna get into, is like, in the face of all of that uncertainty, I sort of have people have been calling it like a playful mindness, like having play in your life. Really, I would say that is pretty accurate. I kind of wanted to just call it joy, like you gotta just have more like joy in your life. But a lot of it comes from like activities, a lot of it comes from like doing hobbies and like being with people. It just seems like it's a tricky time we're in, and it's like, to get through it, it's just like you gotta like not beat yourself the fuck up, and you gotta kind of like of course you gotta get like whatever work you're doing, you gotta get your work done, like you gotta try to advance yourself, but like at the same time, you can't just, I can't tell you can't or can, but like, I don't spend like all my time worrying about A to B, but that's also just me. I don't have like any kids on the way. I don't have any like, it's just the only thing for me is just that I'm getting a little older. But like, yeah, like I stay happy in the face of uncertainty, and in the face that I work like a minimum wage job and still have a bit of school to do just to get an associate's. Like, yeah, I face that. You know, I play video games, bro. I play video games, as you can probably tell by whatever is on the screen right now. I do a lot of that. I play guitar. I do a lot of that. And even with that, that's like a thing where it's like I like doing it, and I'd like to pursue more with it. I really don't keep doing it unless it's fun, you know? You gotta keep life fun. You can't have your life being a fucking hellhole. Of course there is work, and you gotta work. That's why it's called work. Not every part of your life is like gonna be like fun. But you know, I don't know, I still have fun at work because I have good coworkers, you know. But I mean, it feels kind of weird to say it aloud because it's like some people are like really locked in on like their money and shit, and I'm not. I am not, but it is what it is. I mean, I could go to trade school or something and do a trade. That's not really something I want to do. I feel like I would just be better doing something with my mind, but like I just really have no interest in trades. But that's like a side thing. I don't know. It's kind of like me talking to you, like talking to myself as much as I am talking to you, if you can't tell. But yeah, but just like keep that joy in your life. Play some video games, play some guitar. Hang out with friends and family. Like that's just like method. That's just like method number one. Just have fun and like. Because I think at this point a lot of people are quite understanding. Like, I don't know. It's like, if you're not like making like hella bread, it's just like, I think people understand because it's like most people are not making bread. Most people are like pretty poor. So don't feel behind. And especially if you're like in high school or something, like don't feel behind. Because like that shit means nothing, and it's like just high school's just gay. But this is like a weird ramble video. I'm gonna try and get better with the talking and shit. It's kind of a thing for me as much as it is for you guys. But, all right, have a good one. GG's.